Dude, what are you doing? You're throwing off my concentration.
Who, me? Oh, just hitting the hip flexors. I have some races coming up, and I found these MonkeyFeet to be amazing for cross training.
Man, that is so stupid. You should just do deadlifts. I can't believe you spent all that money just to grip weights with your feet.
I mean, I've been using these things for a few months now, and I feel like my hip and my hamstring strength have really come a long way. And I feel way stronger in my races. I feel like I've had less injuries.
No, that's all in your head. I mean, I haven't played sports or sprinted or done any sort of agility training in well over a decade, but all these YouTube videos say that to be an alpha, you need to focus on heavy squats and heavy deadlifts. And all that running, dude, it's gonna destroy your knees. You really need to stop that.
That doesn't make any sense at all. Your iliopsoas muscles are probably so undertrained.
Hold on a second, I'm losing my pump. There are only a few pieces of equipment that I consider vital to my ultra running cross training, and the MonkeyFeet would have to be in the top 3 easily. I don't have access to a gym, so working out my hip flexors with a load or performing accessory work on my hamstrings can often be a challenge.
Yes, I know there are alternate ways to train hip flexors without using equipment, and I've been doing these for years. But resistance training has proven to be more effective, and in the months that I've been using MonkeyFeet, I've experienced leaps and bounds in my strength and also my injury prevention. In running, and in fitness in general, we often overlook the iliopsoas muscle group, or the hip flexors, which have a huge impact on performance and an athlete's longevity. We often focus on the major muscle groups, like the glutes, the calves, the quads, because A, they're way easier to target, and B, they're also more well known. Not a lot of people have heard of the iliopsoas muscle groups. Everyone's heard of hip flexors, but how do you really get in there and train them, and what's the benefit? Exercising with the MonkeyFeet is actually pretty fun for me, and I can apply a measured load that I can work out with and not try to rig up bands and try to adjust the tension and kind of guess at what feels right. As for hamstrings, my go-tos would be trap bar deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, and Nordic curl regressions, but to fill in those gaps, I like to toss on the MonkeyFeet and do some hamstring curls and really fill in the gaps in my training that I'd only be able to get at a commercial gym with a hamstring curl machine or a cable pulley machine. Are hamstring curls absolutely vital to my workout regimen? Probably not, but I bet you still hit bicep curls when you could just do barbell rows, am I right? The construction is solid and durable, and honestly what I'd expect from a product at this price point. It is showing some signs of wear and tear, but honestly for the amount that I use it, that's pretty expected. For casual users who strap this on maybe once or twice a week, you can expect this to last many years. I use this thing 4, 5, 6 times a week, so I'm expecting to replace some of the weaker parts like this strap. I'll go over that, and maybe some of the pads here. But honestly, for the core base item, even me, a heavy user, this thing's probably gonna last many years. I mean, I treat my equipment very well, and you'd have to really beat this thing up to crack it or to damage it in a way that it wouldn't be usable. As I mentioned, the one part that I think I'm gonna have to replace soon would be this top lashing strap. It's showing some signs of wear after a few months. Sometimes when I go to adjust and ratchet it on, there is some slippage. Really didn't expect this. The fitness industry has kind of perfected this ratchet clip mechanism, so kind of sad to see that that's wearing out. Good news is they do sell a replaceable part, so for a few bucks you can go ahead and order a replacement. So again, not a big deal. It doesn't affect the overall base part, but it would be nice to see on a future iteration that they do update this latching mechanism to be a little bit more secure and durable. The second piece that's showing some wear would be where the dumbbell goes and gets secured when it latches in. My dumbbells have a bit of knurling on it, so kind of expected to see that the rubber in here is kind of getting eaten away. I haven't seen a replacement part for this on their website to purchase, but it's removable, so I'm sure with a call to customer support, you can get a replacement. But again, using this thing for months, many times a week, and it holds the dumbbell secure. It's only a little bit of wear, so after maybe another year I'd expect it to become maybe a bit of an issue, but for right now, not a big deal. As for the actual footbed, it's holding up amazing. I will say though that I use these almost primarily barefoot, and so my bare feet don't really rub against this rubber too much. If you used shoes in them, I could definitely see it starting to wear down, but there's some pretty deep crevices in here, so I couldn't imagine a rubber-soled shoe doing very much wear to here. But yeah, bare feet, there's absolutely zero signs of wear, and to the back piece nor to the bottom rubber piece, so excellent there. That's going to hold up for a very, very long time, which is good because that's not replaceable, so that's the part that you really want to be sturdy and durable. As for portability, I work a desk job and I don't have time to go to the gym in the middle of the day on my lunch break. So I pack the MonkeyFeet, I take them with me. I have 2 different sized dumbbells at my desk, and throughout the day, I'll get a set of knee raises in or leg curls in. For someone who's time constrained, it's important that I squeeze every ounce of productivity out of my day, and the MonkeyFeet really allow me to do that. If you have access to a gym, do I think the MonkeyFeet are necessary? Yes and no. You can replicate many of the movements that you can perform with MonkeyFeet at the gym using the leg curl machine, the pulley machine, all the various other machines, but I like the MonkeyFeet because you can really isolate each leg individually. Can you do it at the gym as well? Yes, but sometimes the gym's crowded and you don't want to wait for someone to get off that machine. So it's nice to be able to have the MonkeyFeet in your bag in order to keep your workout going and slap them on if all the machines are busy. Overall, would I get the MonkeyFeet if I had access to a gym? I would still own it, but I wouldn't say it's absolutely necessary. It's a very, very nice to have, but is it 100% essential? Probably not. Now, I always like to have an addressing the negative reviews section in my video reviews because that's what I look for most when I'm looking for a product, is I look at the negatives and see, is this something that's going to affect me? So, first negative would be that the MonkeyFeet doesn't fit large shoes. I see this comment probably the most going over the website, going over the reviews. I have a size 10.5 foot, or a size 10.5 shoe, and that fits perfectly in the MonkeyFeet. I would say that if you have a size 12 or 13 shoe, you're going to have some issues with this depending on what kind of shoe it is, depending on how high the material is, and so you're probably going to have to go barefoot in the MonkeyFeet. If you don't want to go barefoot, you're kind of out of luck. I know they sell a larger strap attachment that allows the top strap to extend a little further, but I think you're still going to have problems with that heel fitting into the bed. And that's if you have probably size 13 and above shoe. I haven't tried out other shoes. I haven't gone and tried to fit shoes in here, but if you look at the reviews online, that's something you'll see a lot. And like I said, you're going to have to go barefoot. If you don't want to go barefoot, this might not be the product for you. Your feet might not be able to fit in there. The second negative comment I see a lot is that it doesn't fit every size dumbbell. Yeah, if you have the neoprene dumbbells, probably not going to fit. However, it fits my Bowflex dumbbells. It fits all the knurled dumbbells I have. I have some old dumbbells. I have some newer dumbbells. So the list of dumbbells that this thing doesn't fit is probably going to be way smaller than the list of dumbbells that it does fit. Again, the thicker neoprene ones are probably not going to work, but almost every dumbbell I've come across, the ones at the commercial gyms, it's going to fit it just fine. The final comment that I've seen on these are that they're overpriced. I would have to disagree for 2 factors. First being the construction of the overall base. As I mentioned, there are some areas where it could see some improvements in the construction, but for the overall quality and feel of the item, it definitely feels like a premium item. The second factor would be the market right now. I can't find many competitors that do what the MonkeyFeet can do. I don't like the attachable ankle weights. They don't go up to that high of weight. I've seen another competitor out there, looks nice, and I haven't tried it, but for the price tag of this thing, you're really not going to go wrong. I really tried to make this sound like a review and not a sales pitch, but The fact is that I love these MonkeyFeet so much. They're a huge part of my training. Could you get by without the MonkeyFeet? Absolutely, but I think that this tool has really aided in my progress. It has really allowed me to target those hard to hit areas, most importantly those hip flexors. Strengthening my hip flexors has made such a huge improvement in my running performance. With the MonkeyFeet, it allows me to target them and work them out so much easier and any time of the day. You know, like I mentioned, at work, after my runs, slap these things on. As long as you got a dumbbell, you're good to go. As I mentioned, my only negative would be the build quality on some of the components. Easily remedied. I picture the MonkeyFeet 2 coming out and fixing some of these design flaws, but even if it didn't, they offer replacement parts, so you can't really knock it too bad. Just to reiterate, I've used these things for months and months and months, and they're still in great shape. Finally, I encourage everyone to check out Ben Patrick, Knees Over Toes Guy, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. He's actually why I've noticed the gaps in my training and my lack of hip flexor strength, knee strength, ankle strength, you name it. He really opened my eyes to a lot of the training, and I had known about MonkeyFeet before I saw Ben Patrick use them, but seeing him use them in his program really opened my eyes to the benefits of MonkeyFeet, and it was the final nail in the coffin that caused me to purchase the MonkeyFeet, and I am so happy that I did. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you pick up a pair of MonkeyFeet, and as always, I can't wait to see you do something amazing.